Hi, I'm Andy Webb from BeCleverYourCash.com. As you can see behind me, the road and all the roads around where I live are being dug up, and they're being dug up by Thames Water. Because they're doing this, they are installing smart meters, water meters, to measure how much water you're using. I guess the big question is, if you're thinking about getting a smart meter or something like this has happened to where you are, will a smart meter save you money? Right, I've come around the corner, it's a little bit quieter here, but you can see this is actually my road. This is kind of what they're doing. They sort of dig a little hole on the side roads and install the meter down there on the pipes that go directly into your house. And then this smart meter will digitally or electronically, it will send through all the readings of your usage, and you can look at it online on your bills. Now, Thames Water are doing this compulsory. They're doing it all now, but you've got 2 years time to decide whether you want to do it or not. But in 2 years, you have to do it. Different story for other places around the country. For most places in England and Wales, you get to choose. You get to ask if you want to have a water meter installed. Northern Ireland, your water rates are already included, and in Scotland, a water meter installation isn't free. But in England and Wales, it is worth thinking about it, because it could well save you a decent amount of cash. So how do you know if it is? Well, simple rule of thumb. If there are more bedrooms than there are people living in a house, then you're likely to be paying more than you need to for your water. There's also an online calculator, and that's what I looked at just before I came out to film this. And because there's only 2 of us living in a 3-bedroom house around the corner, it actually says we would save about £200 a year. And this is estimating on exactly how many showers we have a week, how many times you do dishwasher, washing machine, baths, how many times you flush the toilet. All of that calculates together an estimated bill, what it's going to be. And it's actually a fair bit cheaper. So it's probably something I should have looked into a few years ago. Problem is, if you have more people in a house than there are bedrooms, or people use water a lot, you've got a king gardener and using the hose a lot, then it's very likely to cost you more money. So I guess the only way to really tell is to go online, and in the links below the video and over on BeCleverYourCash.com, where I'll post this video as well, I'll put a link to this calculator that you can try out and estimate exactly how much use you've got. Now, if you've already got a meter because you've moved into a house with a meter, or the compulsory installations are happening like here, well, there are still ways you can cut your bills, and it's very, very simple. You use less water. So it's making sure that you don't necessarily flush the loo every single time. What's the phrase? Is it, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. But it's true, but you don't necessarily need to. That will save some water. You can get shower heads, which reduce the amount of water and pressure that's coming out. It's a huge craze now, isn't it, to get these fantastic kind of waterfall showers, which just drenches you, comes down. But they're obviously great for a shower, but not good for water in terms of the use of it and the environment, but also not good for your bills. So that's also something to think about if you are considering moving over to a water meter, what kind of shower head you've got, and if you are willing to make any changes, because it could become quite expensive. But there you go. So that's water meters. If you can save money or not, it's potluck. But again, remember that general rule: if there's more bedrooms than there are people in a house, then it's likely you will save. For me, that worked out at maybe 200 quid a year. So very, very, very much well worth looking into it. I'm Andy Webb. This is BeCleverYourCash.com. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel and head over to the website. Thanks.